All right. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I would like to welcome everyone to our pre-trip seminar for 17th to 25th February. Today, we will be covering quite a bit of information, and this recording will be available to you, inshallah, either by tonight or by tomorrow morning. We will be sharing a link. So it's very important that if there's any information you need to revisit, you can go ahead and revisit. For today's agenda, we will be introducing your group leader for the group. We will be going over the schedule for the trip. And then we will also cover information on apps and permits, which is a very important part of the journey to get prepared for the journey. And then we will also be going over some information that will be helpful, inshallah. And then we will open up our Q&A session at the end, so we can make sure you are prepared, and if you have any questions, we will be taking care of that at the end of the seminar, inshallah. So without any further ado, I want to jump in. And before we get started, I do want to introduce Brother Samiuddin. He will be your group leader for the trip. So if I can have Brother Samiuddin unmute himself, inshallah, and just introduce himself. You're still on mute.
Yeah. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is Samiuddin Hassan. Inshallah, I'll be a group leader on 17 to 25. So I'll see you at the airport, inshallah.
All right, Jazakallah khair. We're going to go ahead and continue our seminar with the remaining agenda. So next thing we have is our schedule for the group. If you can have that displayed on the screen. Jazakallah khair. So on the 17th morning, the group will be meeting at JFK Terminal 1. We recommend everyone shows up a little bit early, around 10 to 10:30 a.m. We do have two items we will be giving you at the airport. One of them will be a Ainul Harmain bag, and we also have a document pouch in there, and ihram, because we are going to Makkah first, and this is a Makkah first group. So inshallah, we will meet at JFK Airport. I will be there as well, alongside with the group leader, Brother Samiuddin, inshallah. And we will make sure, any instructions that we need to give you at that point, we will give you at that point. We will hand you over your ihram, and we will give you a Ainul Harmain bag. It's very important you collect these items from us before you cross security. So either after checking in or before checking in, come check in with us. We will hand you over the items, and then you will go ahead and go through security and take the flight. The flight will be JFK to Riyadh. You will have a short layover in Riyadh, and then you will have a flight from Riyadh to Jeddah. We highly recommend to change your ihram when you arrive before the flight to Jeddah. So when you're going from Riyadh to Jeddah. When you arrive in Jeddah, you will be going straight to Makkah from there, inshallah. Perform your Umrah on the same day, on the 18th of February. And then on the 19th, you will have a free day. 20th, inshallah, in the morning hours, we will be arranging a historical tour for this group. And then you will be departing for Medina on the 21st, which is a Tuesday. So you will arrive there the same day. You will have the 22nd, 23rd, and then the 24th will be the last day in Makkah, inshallah. So we will be departing from from Medina to Jeddah. Your historical tours will also be on that day for Medina, and then the group will be leaving for Jeddah Airport for their early morning departure from Jeddah Airport back to JFK, inshallah, Saturday morning. I do want to have Sister Rahima, if she can come on and cover apps and permits for this particular group and get us a little bit more prepared, inshallah.
Absolutely. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, everyone. First and foremost, I want to welcome everyone to this experience, right? And we all know we're going for Umrah, and so it's important when we are going for Umrah to make sure that we are prepared, right? And so now, after the COVID pandemic, the Saudi government has actually implemented a few new regulations and restrictions regarding preparedness for Umrah and for visiting Medina. And one of those regulations is that you need to have an app set up in which you can actually take out a permit to go visit both places, to do Umrah and to visit the Roda. So I'm going to talk a little bit about your needs for the trip and how exactly that process works, and then I'll even walk you through the sign-in process once I log in from my phone, inshallah ta'ala. So the first thing that you're going to do. All right, sorry about that, technical difficulties. All right, so the first thing that you're going to need is a stable internet connection, because you're going to be downloading the Nusuk app. I'm going to be adding all of this information in the group chat, so inshallah look out for that. I'll be sending the link for this, as well as detailed step-by-step process of how to download and set up the app. So once that app is downloaded, which you can do today right after the seminar, or even if you're joining from your computer, you want to take out your phone and do it, you could do that right now, the Nusuk app. And then once you have the app, you can start the sign-in process, right? When you're in Saudi, you're going to need this app throughout the trip, both in Mecca and Medina, right? And this app does run on an internet connection. So there's two ways that you could basically make this work. Either you're using some sort of data, or you're using Wi-Fi. Now, we have had people use Wi-Fi in the past, but there is somewhat of an issue with it, in that once you leave the hotel and go to the masjid, you lose that Wi-Fi connection, and it's possible you get logged out, so you won't be able to get in. And we've had that happen to people in the past, where they use the Wi-Fi connection, but by the time they made it to the masjid to show the permit on the phone, they were already logged out. So my personal recommendation is not to trust the Wi-Fi, but to actually go and get roaming data, which is one way to have internet on your phone. Or the other way is, if you don't want to use roaming data from the States, you can actually buy a local package from Saudi. It comes out to something around like $30-$40, something like that, for the whole trip. And you're set with good, reliable internet throughout the trip, as well as, whatever calling and texting they have on those plans as well, right? So there's two options for you to have internet wherever you go. One is to call your carrier from the States and make sure you have data roaming, and that's part of either your plan or something you add on to your plan, depending on what you figure out with your carrier, or to actually get to Saudi and get a local Saudi SIM, and to get data with that as well. And so that will ensure that you're always connected and you're always signed in, and it's not an issue of you getting logged out on your way to the masjid or anything like that. Now, once you have the app, right, it is super time sensitive, and it's super important that we all take that into consideration, that it is time sensitive. And I'm actually going to pull up on my phone what the app looks like, so you guys can actually have a look at that as well. I think you're able to see it now. Yes. Okay. So this is what the app looks like. It's this little brown one right here. It says Nusuk, and it has a outline of the Kaaba. You can go on ahead and click on it. So currently I'm completely logged out, and I'm going to actually show you guys what the login process looks like. So you would go into login. This is once you already have an account. Visitor. From here, you would select nationality. Enter the passport number.
Excuse me, just a quick question. Do I need this app for each family member, or one app can be is good for all of us?
No, you need a separate app and a separate login information for each family member. So login information, excuse me while I figure that one out. The login information, it needs a separate phone number and a separate email for each family member, including children. So even if you have a child who you would like to take to the Roda, for example, you would need to make an account for them, an account in their name, and take out a permit in their name, right? And so that comes with the territory of, do you need separate devices? If you're going at the same time, yes, you do, because you won't be able to switch your accounts through device from one device on one device through multiple people. But if you're going at separate times, there is still somewhat of a way where you can use one device but separate accounts. But each person needs their own account. Each account is linked to both your passport number and your visa number. So I know Brother Harun is going to mention it, but we've been sending out visas to everyone. And so once you have your visa number, you are set. All you need to do is go ahead and follow the instructions that I'm sending to the group chat, in which you're basically logging in your information. They ask for your name, your date of birth, your nationality, your passport number, your visa number, a phone number, which is unique to you, right? You cannot use the same phone number for multiple people, and an email address, which is unique to you. You cannot use an email address that someone else is using. And then once you've signed up, they're going to send a one-time verification code to your email address that you've provided, right? So for kids, we'd say it makes sense just to create another email for them. And for the phone number, I've had people either use like Google Voice numbers, or I ask a family member who's not going to borrow their phone number, because the code is not coming on the phone number anyways. It's just something that they use to sign you up. But the email address is used. So you want to use an email address that you have access to throughout the trip in case you get logged out and need to get logged back in again. They will be sending a code, a verification code on that email. So once you have that verification code, you type that in and you're all set, right? And this is something that you can do today to get signed up, and you can even start taking out the permit. So like I said, I'm going to be sending a detailed instruction with a video tutorial of actually how to make an account step by step from the beginning, right? And it shows you exactly where you're going to click, what you're going to type in, what information you need to add, and anything like that. And I know Brother Harun wanted to mention something about the visas. Brother Harun, are you there?
Yes. So basically, we have already started sending out all the visas since this morning. For a couple of days, we've been sending out all the visas. So if you have not received your visas yet, please send us a message. Sister Rahima will be sharing it in the group, inshallah. So just send us a message right away, letting us know that you haven't received your visa yet. It is a time-sensitive matter. We do want to make sure everyone has their Nuzuk app activated as soon as possible. Our Umrah permits are open for when this group arrives on the 18th, and the Roda permits are open for the entire duration of the stay for this group. We have also posted recommended timings for the Roda permits and the timing for the Umrah permits. Just take it within the range that we have provided, so it can efficiently happen, inshallah. So it's very important that you send us a message letting us know. Make sure you mention all your family members. Let's say you only received one family member's visa, not the remaining. Just mention all the family members so we can pull up the information and send it over to you. Same thing applies for the tickets. If there's any family members that require a wheelchair during their travels, make sure to also send us a message on the same number, just letting us know that this family member requires a wheelchair on their ticket. And if you have a family member traveling that will require a wheelchair during the entire trip, please make sure you're carrying a wheelchair with you for the journey of the trip. Or as soon as you arrive in Makkah, purchase a wheelchair from a pharmacy so you can use it throughout the trip. The hotels usually do have the wheelchairs, but it does occasionally happen where they may be all out, they may not have any available. So it's very important that we prepare for these things before our journey. And today we're not covering anything on the aspects of the religious rituals of the journey. Inshallah, before we fly out, we will have another seminar regarding ihram and how to give salam to the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And some of the rituals that we perform over there, we want to make sure you're prepared for that. So we will be hosting a separate seminar for that, which will be the religious portion of the journey. This is more to prepare you and make sure you are ready for what's coming up, how we're traveling, what's going on, and when we're moving to what place. And all this information is also shared, but we want to make sure we can also talk about it with you. And of course, one of the most important aspects of the journey these days is the apps and the permits. It is a very time-sensitive matter, and we do want to make sure everyone can take out the permits in a timely fashion. And this is the time to actually take it out. And usually we do try to do the seminar this early so you have more than enough time to take out the permits, but we do recommend that you go ahead and jump on that today. and take out your permit so you're well prepared for the trip well in advance, inshallah. And we do, with that, inshallah, we do want to open it up for Q&A. So if anyone has any questions regarding the journey, we do want to make sure we can cover that. And just a reminder, if this is a question that only pertains to you and it does not pertain to the entire group, reach out to us privately so we can answer those questions. Other than that, something along the lines of Nuzuk app or something like that, inshallah, we are here and ready to help you, inshallah. So if you have any questions, we're going to open it up right now.
Just one more question for me. You said you
Yes.
started sending visas out and ticket information. How are you sending that information out? Because I'm traveling with 3 other family members, so 4 of us. I've not received any of those.
Brother, we're sharing our office WhatsApp number. Just send us a message on that, inshallah, with all the family member names if you have not received it. We are still missing some documents for quite a few people, so some of those visas have not been issued. But majority, I would say 95% of the visas for the 17th and the 18th group have already been issued. So just reach out to us just in case we still need some of those documents. We can collect them from you. So inshallah, we will be sharing the number if it hasn't been shared already. So the number has been shared already in the group, inshallah. If you can see it in there as Ainul Harman, just click on the message, mention all your family names, and let us know what you're missing so we can send that over to you today.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So I know today is a weekend, and I know a lot of people are spending time with their families. We don't want to hold up anyone. If there's any other questions, inshallah, we will take them. If not, we will be ending the meeting.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
I have a question. How do we get into the app? Are you going to send us a link for us?
All the information has already been posted in the group. We have the link for iPhones and for Androids. So once you follow the instructions, it's detailed instructions. You can go ahead, click on the link, download the app, and then from there you can follow the instructions, inshallah, alongside with your visa information and activate the application.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. So inshallah, I don't see any more questions. Once the recording is ready, we will be posting a link in the group. Wa alaikum assalam.
Question, please. Is it too late if any one of my family decided to go and they were not ready before?